Hey guys, welcome back to yet another exciting day of Counter-Strike goodness. Today's game is going to be between Entity Esports and Shooting Monkeys. Well, Entity Esports is a well-known name all across India, possibly the most stacked and most popular, second most popular lineup Counter-Strike team in the country right after Brutality, but definitely the most stacked. And they're going up against Shooting Monkeys, a team made up of all the Pug stars from the So Strong leaderboards. So this is gonna be a really interesting match to watch in my opinion, Shade, because on one hand you have a drilled structured unit going up against what Excali used to be, an out and out, all out Pug star. So it's gonna be the meeting of two different kinds of whirlwinds. Entity Esports already one of the most dominant forces in Indian CSGO. On the flip side, you have some of the most dominant players in Indian CSGO form a team. And now they're going to be facing off against each other. What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, both the teams had relatively easy matches in the playoff stages. Shooting Monkeys went up against ERT and they had a pretty easy 2-0 there. And Entity took down Bandits in a very, very quick fashion. So both of these teams yet to be tested in the playoffs per se. But yeah. Shooting Monkeys, they're going to have to come out all guns blazing here. We saw, in fact, Forsaken, who I would say was the MVP in their previous match up against ERT, have put on pretty much a brilliant display of individual skill. But that alone is not going to be enough going up against the likes of Entity. So I do expect Entity to take this fairly easily 2-0. But Shooting Monkeys, they are going to put up a much better fight than the rest of the opponents for Entity have thus far in the tournament.
And what's curious is are the map picks coming in. The first map was picked by Shooting Monkeys. This is going to be Mirage, obviously. Dust 3 as I now like to call it. And then the second map pick is, Entities, and that is going to be Inferno. Now, we saw on Inferno Shooting Monkeys having no trouble dispatching off with Yeti, but Entity are a force to be reckoned with on both these maps. Like Mirage, they've been absolutely pristine on so far. At least they've worked a lot on their T side, and their CT side is getting there. It's not exactly there, but it is still, it's a work in progress, but it's still like leagues ahead of whatever the rest of the Indian teams bring to the table on the CT side on the map like Mirage. And Inferno, they dispatched off with Risky on their T side. Like they put 11 rounds on the board against a team of Risky's caliber. And that too when their ping difference wasn't that high. I think they were on 40 ping and Risky was on 70, 80 ping.
Okay.
So that is saying something. That is...
Yeah, that's a very commendable effort.
Yeah, and Blair was also really, really impressed with the way Entity set up on their T side on a map like Inferno. So I'm really curious about the map picks coming in. Personally, if I'm playing against Entity, I would always permaban Inferno.
Yeah.
And try and avoid Mirage as well.
They've been playing out quite a few number of matches on Mirage in the ESL India Premiership as well. And they've looked absolutely phenomenal on that. And not to mention, if I'm not mistaken, it was a couple of rounds in the Cobx tournament itself that we saw, in fact, Entity play on Overpass. And... A-Star had a little dull game that time, but we saw them aggress up. They started on the CT side and we saw just pure aggression coming out on multiple parts of the map, and the opponents pretty much were dumbstruck.
Yeah, I mean, see, that kind of all-out aggression will not work against a team of Smoking Monkeys caliber because, see, they might not be that, they might not have that kind of a tactical depth, but let's not take anything away from their individual skill. They can shut down these aggressive pushes that Entity is famous for because, see, let's be honest, these guys play against each other on an everyday basis. They know how, each of these players play individually. Like all 10 players on the server right now know exactly how each 10 plays individually, but that's not what CS is about. At this point, it will come down to how well they synergize as a unit.
Right.
And I feel that in that regard, Entity has the definite and resounding edge. So yeah, even for me, it's going to be a 2-0. But I think Entity will have their work cut out for them. But that does remain to be seen how it turns out.
Yeah, so I think both of us can agree that this will be the hardest test that Entity has had in the Cobx CSGO Championship. Let's see how far can Shooting Monkeys test the mettle of pretty much the one of the top teams in India, that is Entity Esports.
Anyway, guys, so that's it for us from the analyst's desk. For the time being?
Makeshift analyst desk.
Makeshift analyst desk. We're both kind of new to the scene, but we still bring something to the table. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun in this. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back very shortly with the game. in a little bit of time. So stick around, folks. We'll see you in a little bit.
See you in a bit.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are going live with the first knife round between Smoking Monkeys and Entity Esports. The map is Mirage, and the goal is to get on top of the knife round and start on the CT side. And it seems like Smoking Monkeys come out on top of the knife round, and will they be switching to the CT side? And the answer is a resounding yes. So for Smoking Monkeys, we have AK Cerebro, Forsaken, Revolt Beast, Marcalones, and Spy, the notorious leaders of the So Strong Silver leaderboard. And obviously they need no introduction, they need no... Alright, my producer tells me it's only Marcalon. The easy is just... Marcalon easy.
Marcalon easy.
Now I get it. Yeah. To just induce rage, I guess. Anyway, and on the T side, obviously on the side of Entity, they need no introduction. It's Psy, Ace, Excali, and Ace, Psy, Ace, Ribby, and is that
A-star.
A-star? Oh, why? Oh, I can't read.
He has the XY in front and then it's A-star.
No, I think my power's increased. I can't read such small
Blind
text.
as a bat.
I am absolutely blind. I need to get my eyes tested. 4 eyes have failed me today. Dang it. Anyway, I thought they were playing with a stand-in for a second. Anyway, we're gonna go live with the pistol. And straight up, 3 sets of armor, 4 sets of armor now. Oh, 5 sets of armor for Shooting Monkeys. Well, okay, I'm gonna rebuy. Finally, Spy does come out with the kit and the nade. And on the flip side, we have A-star running with utility. Ribby still to buy into this round. And what will he do is the question. Ribby? Okay, he also goes with the armor buy. So we have 4 sets of armor, 1 smoke onto A-star and 2 flashbangs.
Smoke towards B short, pretty standard.
Yeah, it's the crossing smoke.
Yeah.
And Cerebro gonna just tickle Ace through the smoke. In the meantime, Excali's gonna bombard into the B bomb side, and Forsaken just missing all his shots, and down goes Revolt Beast. Alrighty, they have a retake on their hands. 4v3, can they mount it? Spy does have a kit on him. Marcalon, oh, they just jump out of the window, and Marcalon completely blind, tapping away at Excali. Finally takes him down, but there's A-star executing him gangland style, and Ace finding the final kill onto Spy. That's as clean a pistol round as you will see, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep. They did not have any sort of presence towards Van there, and Excali was easily able to cut the distance, and that is where the Glocks work at full capacity. And swarming onto the B-bomb site, retake. When they came in, they didn't manage to land those opening frags, and that round was pretty much done at that point. Entity take the pistol round, and Shooting Monkeys, they're gonna straight up force into round 2 here. They're gonna have upgraded pistols. Ooh, I think that was a team knife coming in there, and Cerebro is not gonna be a happy man. He's gonna have only 39 points of health here at the start of this round.
The rage ensues.
Yep, and looks like it's going to be Entity aggressing up short here, but unfortunate there. Revolt Beast could have been able to get more damage done. He does manage to drop A-star, but a beautiful 1D coming in. Make that too! Almost a third there. There was Ribby who was dangerously low, 2 points of health, but Marcalone, he's going to come in and say easy, takes Ribby down, brings us to a 1v2 here. Excali, he does have the rifle to work with. And no kits out on Shooting Monkeys, but there is still 1 minute remaining on the clock. Lot of time for Excali to weigh out his options at the moment.
My god, those nasty one-digs from Forsaken. That man's aim is just insanely good. God damn. But yeah, now it's a game of patience right now. Excali just waiting it out. Hopefully, he's thinking in his mind that, okay, if I just sit here, do nothing, pretend to be an ostrich, stick my head in the sand that the CTs are going to think that I have rotated off of the B-bomb site and gone towards A. But CT is not interested in taking the bait at all. They've just held their ground. Finally, we do see some movement from Spy. And yeah, it looks like he's taken Excali's bait. But nope, he's making his way back to market. The strategy for this round for the retake would be that they both rush in together from two different angles. Oh, Excali might just find Markalon. Too easy for Markalon. And they win the anti-eco right back. This is just disastrous for Entity Esports.
Yeah, they just pretty much ran into the B-bomb side there. Did not account for Forsaken's theatrics on the B-bomb side. He managed to land 2 beautiful kills, and Mark Alone closing the round out with 2 kills himself, and Shooting Monkeys win the force up. And Entity, they're going to be forcing up themselves. No reason to. They can pretty much go in for an eco here and buy up AKs the next time around. Shooting Monkeys, they're going to invest into 2 rifles. They're going to have the 2 saved AKs as well, and UMP out on Cerebro.
Yeah, I mean, that's the whole thinking behind it. They did get the bomb down, so they're just going to go with upgraded pistols. I'm not a big fan of the fact that they spent so much on Deagles, but you just saw what Deagles can do, and there we go, A-star. Opening things up with a kill onto Cerebro. Man advantage to the CTs, but they still have the weapon advantage, so they should not be throwing this round, especially considering the fact that none of the Ts have any armor on them, not a shred of protection. So they should just be able to roll down. Forsaken getting instantly dinked down there by Sai, wielding the P250 with Menace, and Sai completely Helen Kellered there, but Ace pops out from apartments and takes down Forsaken, and Ribby ripping Revolt Beast's head clean off. And now all of a sudden it's back down to a 2v4. And
yeah, they're making a good case so as to why you should stick with pistols and never go for the rifles here. But 3v1 Spy, he's gonna get taken down by Ace, and Entity, just not even gonna invest into armor, just upgraded pistols and walk away with the round.
Alright then, Entity, that's how you're gonna play this?
Yeah.
Okay then. Wow. And now that means that now most likely Shooting Monkeys will have to go in for the eco, because they have little. Oh, they're going for the force buy. Interesting. Well, I mean, Cerebro and Markalon haven't gone in for the eco, but Forsaken's bought down all the way to 0. Well then, this is an interesting buy coming out from Shooting Monkeys, to say the least. Let's see what they can make.
His deagle was on point on round 2, so might as well give it one final shot before they do go ahead and do some damage control. But Ace, very aggressive up from underpass. Spy is smoked off for the moment. Excali is going to open things up on Cerebro here. Ruby looking for that backstab. Yeah.
Is this happening right now? Yeah, our observer is like tan 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 tan, just switching between 2 players. Oh, and Spy getting taken out by Sai. Okay, that's a tongue twister right there.
I think we even we had something very similar yesterday as well, but
there we go.
Yeah.
Before our thoughts are even collected and completed, the round's over. Everybody's dead, and
clean
Entity Esports just seeing off a completely clean anti-eco there, and now this will force the eco onto Shooting Monkeys. I mean, it should. But Spy, okay, fine, he can buy next round as well. So he bought up the armor pistol and the kit. Not that it's gonna help, because he's gonna be facing off against a full rifle buy up from Entity Esports. Ribby still rocking the M4A4 that he saved, I think, from the 3rd round where they broke Shooting Monkeys back.
Yeah, and quick aggression coming in towards our pots. 2 players. The Molotov going in towards Van is going to flush out the player, but this is a beast attack here. 3 players waiting in. Markalon is going to open things up. Revolt is going to stay hidden for the moment. They're Forsaken on the side as well, but A-Star opens things up on Markalon. Revolt with that P250 does manage to pick up 1 kill on A-Star. He drops the bomb carrier, makes Scally as well, but there is Sai coming in with the kill. Tapping away is Cerebro, but unfortunately Sai does manage to bring him down, but gets tagged down to 17 points of health. 1v2. Spy does have the kit available. Bomb yet to go down. Smoke on towards the B-bomb side. Its bomb is still dropped up. Finally, it's going to be picked up. Straight down onto right. He drops him, and that's the bomb going down there. Sai, 17 points of health. Playing up from bench. He spots the player jumping back into market there. Spy. Ooh, Sai versus Spy. They guessed wrong. Is he gonna get the jump? No! Sai with a beautiful spray down there with only 17 points of health.
Sai just duck walked his way to victory there. Like all Spy had to do was just land a tickle, a single bullet anywhere on the entire body of Sai would have put him down like a sack of potatoes. But that wasn't gonna happen.
He got hit, and he even got a good 1 second on Sai there. Yeah, he should have clinched that round for Shooting Monkeys, but it is Entity who race off to a 4-1 lead now by coming in for Shooting Monkeys. It's a double op setup. Mark Alone as well as Cerebro wielding the big green.
I mean, there's a reason Sai is considered to be the best player in the country, and he's just making an excellent case for why that is right there. In those clutch moments, even with low HP, he never backs down from a fight, and he knows that he can win the duels. Oh, but Cerebro being cheeky with the op, but does get spotted down and tagged down. He needs to beat a hasty retreat and does manage to find his way to safety, but he's completely blind, white as a snowflake, as they say, and he's just as delicate as well right now on 29 points of health. He is the squishiest of them all, and yeah. Entity, round after round on Mirage, I see them always vying for this mid control. And most teams have no answer for this setup that Entity brings to the table in terms of how they take mid control. It's just an all-round, one fell swoop, and all of a sudden they have mid control. 2 smokes, and most teams are forced to relinquish mid control. The only team that I've seen who has a viable strat against what Entity brings to the table has been D2D. What Hell does is that he puts sets up a double op setup, gives one to Shabby, sets him over at CT spawn, and one to Antidote in the meantime. Whoa, Markelon getting the kill on Ribby, and the entire Entity squad is just getting cut to pieces, and Markelon finding Ace as well. Finally goes down to A-Star. A-Star in a 1v3 situation, trying to get the bomb down so that he can get that extra plant money, and it's a 1v3 for him. Can he hold this off? He has to get the 4K to see this round off, and the speed is coming from him on CT spawn, and looks away at the worst possible time, and finally does bite the dust.
They had a very good setup going there. Entity, aggressive positions coming in as well. It was Ace who had pushed up connector. There was also Excali who was playing up at ladder room, and we had Ruby in Palace and 2 players pushing up A slope. Unfortunate though that the players who did come up A slope got immediately disintegrated by Mark Alone on that AWP, and yeah, we did see A-Star managing to get the bomb plant in, but up against such odds, even the likes of A-Star can't look 3 different directions.
I mean, that's the thing, right? I think Shooting Monkeys have studied what D2D does. This double op setup, 1 by B shot and 1 by CT spawn, is the perfect counter to the kind of mid aggression that Entity brings to the table. And I like this. Their mid play got shut down and they've changed things. Now we see them aggressing towards B, trying to get some information. Taking his op, trying to spot Forsaken, you know, trying to be cheeky and maybe jump spot, and we might just see instant lobotomy being performed right here if Forsaken's dumb enough to hand his head on a platter to Sai.
In fact, yesterday as well, Brutality, when they were down in Mirage, they went to that double op setup. It was Rix and Was. Once they started wielding it, they managed to string quite a few rounds on the trot. So it does look like double op setup is the magic mantra here on Mirage per se. But
I mean, that's the case with almost all Indian teams. You lose 3-4 rounds in a row, you lose your first gun round. What do? We change it up, double op setup instantly. Nothing.
Yeah, if needed, even double eco to buy up the 2 ops. But for now though, very passive play coming in from Entity. Looks like the players are going to fall back and go in for this execute here. Sai moving up very aggressive here, up at B shot with that AWP. Revolt is going to be smoked off Snipe Nest for the moment, taking up a much passive angle here up at jungle. And Sai moving up connector. This Ribby gets taken down, but Sai goes for that no scope and pretty much hands Spy 3 quick kills. But Bomb is going to go down right as Ace as well as Excali there do manage to Hey, 2 quick kills there, Excali. Stepping up here, post-bomb plan. Make that 3, brings it down to Cerebro all alone. And a beautiful 4K coming in from Excali God. And, yep.
Excali God. Yeah. Come on, son. Damn, son is what our observer is typing in. Exactly. He was the headhunter there. 4 quick headshots, 4 insta kills with the AK-47. Excali God just went beast mode in that round.
Yeah, and his name pretty much summed up that round right there. As Shooting Monkeys, 3 kills before pre-bomb plant. They should have been feeling very comfortable. Yeah, we pretty much got this 2v4, but Excali had other plans here, and we see an aggression coming in. Spy moving up very aggressive here up at underpass. He's gonna get flashed blind, and Ace is gonna have no problem giving the advantage back. When I say that, Excali manages to take down Revolt, who pushed up aggressive there up at B short, and with these pistols, I kind of feel that this round is pretty much done, unless Forsaken and Mark alone can repeat their antics with the pistols.
Yeah, I mean, you can never count out pistols in Counter-Strike Global Offensive. They are OP, and if you know how to wield them, you're in for a treat. But Mark alone has recovered the MAC-10, the drive-by gun, the pea shooter, as they say. But it is a 3v4, and they're up against 1 op and 3 AK-47s, and one of them is being wielded by Excali, who seems to just be feeling it right now. Oh, and there we go. Down goes the pea shooter. Ace barely taking any damage there. Cerebro left all alone on this B bomb site where the hit is about to come in. One needs to be careful. That gets instantly dinged and sprays away, and somehow manages to land those final essential shots into AK Cerebro, taking him down. 6 rounds to 2 for Entity Esports, and this is a very good start on the T side for Entity.
Yeah, and kind of expected from them as well. A small blip in the plan there early on when those pistols went to work, but normalcy, I would say, has resumed from that point on, as Sight is going to be back on the AWP. And Nico coming in for Shooting Monkeys. There's going to be armor out on Revolt as well as Spy, but with no resemblance of utility. It's gonna all come down to some nasty shots, but Ruby is gonna open things up for Entity yet again with 2 quick kills. In fact, it's Sai and Ace chipping in as well, and yeah, this round is pretty much done. Entity 7-2.
See, that's the thing, right? Without that double up setup, setting up that crossfire from B short and CT spawn, this mid take is such a viable play that they've been just running the same thing in all anti-ecos. Oh, and Excali just dropped the bomb, but there's Sai to the rescue. Puts down Revolt Beast, sets him in his place, and gets 7 rounds on the board for Entity Esports. This is gonna look like a cruise, more or less.
Yeah, but Cerebro, he can buy up that AWP if he wants to. Yeah, there he goes. He goes for that op. But they're not going to be able to afford up another op. It's going to be a single op setup coming in. But yeah, this hold that they have right now, they're just giving away way too many frags, and Entity are just picking them up one by one.
Yeah, I mean, there we go. But Cerebro does get the kill onto side, getting a little bit overconfident, a little bit overzealous there, Entity, I think. Or they might have just gotten the economy wrong, but that's unlikely. Anyway, man advantage to the Shooting Monkeys for first time in a very long time. And there we go, Markelon getting 2 quick kills onto A-Star and Ace. And that's going to make things really, really difficult for Entity going forward into this round. There's just 2 players left up against 5 fully bought CTs. And Markelon has also managed to recover the AWP, but he drops that in favor of the AK-47. Clearly, he's a rifler by profession and by preference.
Looks like Markelon just pretty much aggressed up towards A main there. Got the spray down on 2 players. Cerebro ends Ruby, leaving Excali last man alive. He does spot out the bomb, but he has a world of work to do here. Still all 5 alive on the side of Shooting Monkeys. 52 seconds remaining. There's one spot on player out, but Excali,
unable to do anything there.
He's gonna take a bullet from the sniper rifle there. Shooting Monkeys win their 3rd round on the board, but money looks good on Entity. They're gonna go up for the op. I don't think so. It's gonna be 5 AKs all around.
That's the thing with Sai, right? He can op and rifle to equal measure. So he doesn't need to hamstring himself in terms of his buys. He's not a one-trick pony. He knows how to do everything in the game. And as much as it's going to annoy Sid Joshi in chat, he is the best player in India right now.
And looks like it's going to be mid-aggression coming in from Shooting Monkeys. A nice flash coming in allows Entity to aggress themselves there. Excali even getting a kill with the Molotov onto Revolt Beast. And player advantage make that 3 here as Forsaken ends up being the last man alive here up at CT. Spot out Ribby, looking the wrong way, take him down, but yeah, with only a flash to work with.
Yeah, this is a tall order.
Yeah, this is a tall order. I think he's gonna be looking for the save. Okay, he is going for the retake here.
It's not the right call. It is definitely not the right call, but they're gonna get reset again. He should just go for the save. Might be able to drop this rifle and pick up one himself.
I think he's just looking to see if he can pick up that one kill without investing too much immediately. Then maybe there is a chance 1 versus 2, but yeah.
I think he's just looking for exits right now. There's no way he's going for this retake.
There we go. It's going to be Entity who are going to reset up Shooting Monkeys. And they managed to keep 3 rifles up as well. So
their money is looking solid. I don't think they need to worry about it right now.
Yeah, indeed. What do you think Shooting Monkeys have to change up at this point of time? They did win those 2 rounds, but they were they were rounds they had no business winning. That was pretty much the scenario. One of them with the pistols, and the other one, it was pretty much Entity gifting it to them on a platter. So,
see, this is the curious thing about Mirage, and this particularly applies to a team like Shooting Monkeys. They're a team of raw aimers. There's not much tactics involved in the way they're setting up on their CT side. It's very vanilla. They're basically, from what I see from their setups, they're aping the setups they've seen other teams pull out and have, and made it work against the likes of Entity or more accomplished lineups and more celebrated lineups. But the thing is, what I'm curious to see what Shooting Monkeys bring to the table is what they do on their T side. T-side Mirage rewards YOLO plays and YOLO players, like players who can just open up a bomb site on their own, which is why it's Blair's favorite map for pugging, is because he can just walk into a bomb site with an AK-47, boom, 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 4 headshots, the site's yours, boys, where are you? I'm carrying your sorry ass, it's coming plant the bomb already. That's how he plays Mirage. And
Revolt gets the jump on side there, was coming out of the window, but there is Ribby to pretty ensure normalcy as he does get 2 kills right to ace, gets the pick off on Cerebro, and Spy unfortunately ends up being the last man alive here, coming off B apps, but there is right to ace who's looking for this exact moment, and once he spots him out, it's pretty much going to be done. There you go. He knows exactly where Spy is coming from, and Entity. A very quick round towards the B bomb site there. Completely leaves Shooting Monkeys clueless.
See, you look at that B setup coming in from Shooting Monkeys, right? There's no crossfire set on the bomb site. Entity not even using smokes or anything to block off any angles. It's just 2 flashbangs, 1 Molotov, and boom, they're in the bomb site, killed everybody. And the thing is, that's the mark of an uncoordinated team. If I were Shooting Monkeys and I were Forsaken playing the B bomb site, I'd be playing from bench. I'd have my teammate over at B short, and the moment so Forsaken's been jump spotting, right? The moment I see somebody, I'll fall back, I'll tell Spy, smoke off. Or whoever's playing B with me, smoke it off. Molotov, nade, flash, like use your utility. You have so much of it. Use it. What are you gonna do? Take it to your grave? And that's exactly what they're doing. They're taking their utility to their grave. They're not even getting a chance to even rattle a few shots off at the players. And that's the basic difference. Their crossfire setups on the respective bomb sites are extremely archaic. They're not playing a very floating dynamic CT side, which is essential for a map like Mirage. No one's taking any map control or making any info plays. And the rounds that they have done that, they've actually come out on top.
Yeah.
So they need to learn from that. So I hope they go back to the drawing board after this map, see the demo, and see where all they essentially messed up.
Yeah, and they did give it an attempt a couple of rounds back as well, when they did try to aggress up towards mid, but one flashbang there coming in from Entity catches them off guard and pretty much 3 quick kills handed to Entity on a platter, and 3 players remaining on Shooting Monkeys. Entity have all but sealed up this round. As I say that, Revolt managed to get 1 kill on A-Star there, spots out another player as well from
Oh, Cerebro does manage to land the kill onto Sai.
Rifles recovered. Ace there. Taking his own sweet time with the spray down, but he does manage to get the kill, make that 2. Revolt gets taken down, and Excali has no problem dealing up with Forsaken, and double digits on the board for Entity here, 10 and 3. This is Shooting Monkeys map pick, and they are on the preferred side as well, so
CT
it's
side,
looking very bleak.
yeah, CT side in India is never the preferred side. It's always the T side. Indian CS is renowned for horrible CT side setups. Not just Indian, all of Asian CS. Most teams, see, the thing is, most teams don't play long enough together to form a good CT side setup. It is essential to have the first thing. So if you ask any international CS player, like, you know, or the top tier CS player, what do you think is the most important factor in a Counter-Strike team? A team, not a player. And they're going to say just one thing: comms, communication. Communication is key at the highest tier of Counter-Strike, and that is something that Indian teams and Asian teams in general seem to lack a lot, and that is something that they need to work towards if they wish to compete at that high level in the sport. There we go, Spy just jumping out for no rhyme or reason, but does do a ton of damage. Ace down to 4 HP, and finally the 2 tagged up players do go down. Man advantage to the CTs, but they have taken some damage in return. Forsaken and Revolt both down to almost half health.
And Sai is going to be coming up Palace here with the AWP. Hasn't managed to spot anyone out just yet. There's Ruby up at Slope, and Excali gets taken down just outside Connector, leaving it all down to Sai here to go up very aggressive, and Ruby gets taken down. Sai finally gets dealt up with by Revolt, and Shooting Monkeys. 4th round on the board, moving into the last round of the first half here, but Entity, they seem to be in the driver's seat at the moment.
Yeah, Entity just on cruise control. Even when Shooting Monkeys like go a man to the good, somehow they manage to bring the rounds back. But Shooting Monkeys have managed to cobble together 4 rounds, and last round both teams are going into the full buy. Oh, look at Sai, look at the cheeky bugger there. He's
Juggling away between the eight.
Juggle a gun is what he's playing. He's trying out for the circus, it seems. A flash out for his teammate.
And Excali is going to be the one who's going to set up near boxes up at high mid with the Sai there. It's going to be a single up setup on Shooting Monkeys as well. Cerebro is going to be pushed up into a much more passive position, rotating all the way back to jungle now that he's smoked off as well. And 3 players up at mid for the side of Entity here. Yet to see any player damage coming in. And 1 minute on the clock. Ace. Okay, they're just gonna fall back to what looks like an A execute here. Ribby has pushed up all the way aggressively at Palace here. Spy under Palace. 45 seconds remaining now. Spy. Are they gonna? They have to Molotov and take him out here. They have utility, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there is a Molotov out on Ribby. As the execute comes in fact, no smokes. That smoke came way too late, but Sai is gonna have no problems dealing with that. Markalonis, no CD smoke. Thank you very much. He's gonna take Ruby as well as Sai down. Revolt takes a fall, however. But,
Excali. Oh my god, this man is just beastly.
all he needed was one flashbang there, and he had absolutely no problems. Half a second to deal up with 2 players. Forsaken, last man alive here. 1v2.
Bombs planted for ramp as well. See, here's the thing, right? This is the difference between a team that plays together. Is Excali didn't even need to ask for the flash. His teammate flashed for him like, go, free kills for you. And he picked up 2 headshots on completely blinded players, and 11-4.
But they did execute with pretty much only 1 smoke. I think there was the jungle connector, smoke there, but nothing whatsoever allowed Markalonis to get 2 kills. But Excali just doing Excali things there. Gives Entity the 11th round of the board. 11-4 is the score at the end of the first half. Entity well on their way to taking Mirage here.
And so it would seem, but Shooting Monkeys, don't count them out yet. They have some supremely accomplished aimers, but there's a bit of mid-aggression coming out from A-Star right now. Does spot outside and decapitates him instantly. Wow, that's some surgical precision there. I mean, a very curious setup here by B Apps. Two players playing fairly close. This is Glock range, mind you, so they need to be careful. Could just get spammed down. In the meantime, Martelon is by A ramp and A-Star's on a fact-finding mission. He's a one-man satellite, as they say, just going and trying to gather as much information as possible about the possible T-side setup. And it looks like it's going to be an A-pincer play. Two players coming in from ramp, two players coming in from connector. Or maybe one gets boosted up into sniper nest. Either way, it's going to be a pincer play over to the A-bomb site. Smokes come raining in. And Cerebro gets the first pick onto A-Star. Ribby getting spammed down, but Sai there with the tapper. Finally lands the second headshot, but then Cerebro's there to take him out as well. And oh, Excali coming in with a nasty headshot of his own. And Ribby, in the meantime, cleaning up the round with a kill onto Markelon. Heads will roll is what they say. There were Shooting Monkeys, the French royal family, and an Entity, the proletariat. Just everyone to the gallows.
Yeah. That was pretty much Sai going ham there in that round, and Shooting Monkeys unfortunately do not even manage to get the bomb down, so they're gonna be force buying into this round here. They're gonna have one deagle, actually make that 3 deagles, a Tech 9 and a P250, 4 sets of armor. Moving up mid, they do manage to tag Sai all the way down to 6 points of health. Even drop Ribby there up at connector. So they do manage to get the man advantage. Pretty much almost a 2-man advantage if you count out Sai, who's dangerously low. But
I mean, you can never count Entity out for a round.
yeah, and Sai has already proven it to us. 17
Yeah.
HP is all that he needs to clutch a round out. And yeah, looks like it's again going to be a hit coming in. Without smokes, they're pretty much going to be walking into a shooting gallery here. There are 2 players on Entity stationed up in the A-bomb site. Yeah. Oh, that's in fact Sai who's there. So he needs to be careful. And right to ace is going to have to do a lot of weightlifting. Not to be the case. Spy just walks up, deagle into your face, takes it down, but A-Star coming in from jungle gets 2 kills, spots out the 3rd player as well, and bomb is gonna get planted down, but Excali manages to deal up with Revolt, forces this into a 2v2, no armor out on the T's.
Taken so much damage, and down goes Forsaken as well. Wow, like I said, never count Entity out of a round until they're all dead and buried. These guys are just methodical and mechanical when it comes to retakes. Then Molotov coming in from Excali from CT spawn, flushing out Forsaken from Firebox, and A-Star just landing a nutty shot over by Palace that just sees off the round. 2v2 down to nothing. They've got it down to a science.
Yeah, that A-Star coming in from connector lands 3 kills there on the retake, and that pretty much shuts down any chances of Shooting Monkeys pulling around off Entity there. 13-4 is the score, and back on an eco here. Only armor out on Revolt as well as Spy. Sai in the meantime has invested into only a 5-7. Looks like he wants to save up for that AWP moving forward into the next round. But
key plays coming out from Sai. But they've doubled up connector and Ribby to decapitate Revolt Beast right now. And A-Star finding the head of Sai, but then Spy, sorry, and then just get immediately countered and traded. Sai now out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why he'd go take that fight at B shot. And brings it down to a 2v2. There is a player over by B shot, but Cerebro's gonna avoid his crosshairs. In the meantime, it's down to Ace and Excali. Oh, Excali shooting Cerebro in the back. Forsaken with that needle, a lot of damage onto Ace. But Excali walk right up and does find the kill on Forsaken. 15 rounds on the board for Entity Esports. I think it is match point for them now. map point at least.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, 14 rounds. What am I
Yeah,
saying?
it's 14-4. But yeah, perfectly played there. Right to as soon as he gets dropped dangerously low, no reason to take that fight. He's just going to throw the flash out, allow Excali, who's the much healthier player there, to come in through B shot and close out the round. There's going to be a buy coming in from Shooting Monkeys. They did force up one round and eke out the next round. So they're going to be able to invest into an AWP, but very limited utility here. Not a good sign going up against Entity, especially the form that they're in today.
Yeah, and Ace just sticking with that UMP. I mean, why not, right? It's still a very viable weapon at the range where he's playing from. An A-star already picking up the first kill, and Sai the second. They just haven't cleared Snipeness, and they're just gonna get pincered, leaving Cerebro all alone with the op, all by his lonesome, and A-star gonna get his head blown off. Cerebro brings it down to a 4v1 instead of a 5v1. And look at these fancy boosts just coming out from Entity. They're just pulling out all the fancy plays.
Yeah, it's just a time to put on a show right now, because Shooting Monkey, Cerebro, last man alive, should be a map point for Entity. And yeah, there's no reason to walk a B shot there without having that full set of smokes. At least the smoke onto Sniper Nest as well as Connector, so that they can move up pretty aggressively down B shot. And it was Sai, if I'm not mistaken, there at Sniper Nest. Easy pickings.
And now they're triangulated where Cerebro's playing from, because he made a noise with his scope. And there we go, Ace just ending Cerebro with the swift headshot. There we go. 15 rounds on the board finally. 15-4 right now, I can say. Yeah, 15 rounds on the board for Entity.
There's no money whatsoever on Shooting Monkeys. It's just going to be Tech 9s, probably Ooms. And so boss coming in from Shooting Monkeys, they probably want to try and see it out round after round, and see how far of a distance they can cut down. And Entity, man, I'm very impressed with their play here in this game. They've looked very crisp, except for maybe a couple of rounds where they ended up playing way too aggressive in the early part of the round. But besides that, they have been putting on a masterful performance here today.
Yeah, and I think this is pause being called from Shooting Monkeys, trying to figure out what kind of buy they want going forwards.
Yeah, now there is absolutely no reason to look way too far ahead. It's just going to be round after round. Just plan for that round, you win it, plan for the next one. So the infamous Batman time here for Sedan.
Yeah, time for the Crepe Crusader to just step right out, because someone from Shooting Monkeys has timed out, so we're going to be waiting for him to come back. In the meantime, ladies and gentlemen in the chat, enjoy the superior sketching skills of Sudan Bleh Bahengbam. There we go. The trademark. Okay, why does Batman look like he has a goatee? What Batman are you drawing, Sudan?
Shadow.
Oh.
Next level. Yeah, so Shooting Monkeys moving into Inferno with this game pretty much done and dusted here. What do you think their talk is going to be like during the break?
I don't know, they wouldn't have come into this game expecting a win. I'm pretty sure they would be like, let's just give it our best and see where we stand against possibly the best team in the country. Not possibly, definitely the best team in the country. Even in the ESL Masters League, they're currently in second position, only behind Risky.
Yeah.
Which, Risky have proved time and again that they're just a cut above the rest of the Indian team.
And they are defending champions as well. So kind of expected turn of events there, but
and finally, all 10 players in the server.
Mark alone, top ranking for Shooting Monkeys. Easy for him, not as easy for the rest.
I agree. I mean, it's not like he's top fragging by a huge
Yeah,
margin.
it's 2 frags though.
Yeah. It's just frags in this game won't really see you through. You need a proper execute. You need a proper outlook on the game. Look at that Excali with 22 kills. That man's just gone beast mode this game so far.
And Sai is going to take up an aggressive position at B short, completely uncontested for the moment. And Ace is going to open up on Marcalones unsuspectingly, just moving out of Palace and getting his head ripped off. Ooh, unconventional miss coming in from Sai, but he shows us, yeah, I don't need AWP. P250 is all I need. And very reminiscent of who is it? Simple's P250 use that was on Reddit a couple of weeks back. But that being said, Forsaken, last man alive, coming into the A-bomb site, takes one out. There's another player really low here, Ribby.
Oh, gets caught with the reload. Ribby playing that to absolute perfection, just dancing around the edge of those stairs. 16-4. The first map gets seen out by Entity with relative ease. And yeah, as we predicted, I guess, Mirage is Entity is no pushover on a map like Mirage. They've been seeing off top tier teams on Mirage with absolute ease. But, I mean, come on, Smoking Monkeys. Shooting Monkeys, not Smoking. I get confused by the logo. You could have just named their team Smoking Monkeys. There's nothing shooting related whatsoever. There's not even a crosshairs on that monkey. Anyway, I digress. Clearly, Shooting Monkeys not doing their homework when it comes to their map pool and map pick. Entity, just too easy for Entity, I guess, over on Mirage.
And it's only going to get tougher moving forward here as we move into Inferno. Yeah, so Shooting Monkeys, they have their work cut out. We will be back shortly with the map 2 of this best of 3 here at the Cobx CSGO Championship. The Shadeslayer as well as Fets. Don't go anywhere, stay tuned.
Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, about to go live with the second game, which is going to be on Inferno. There is Entity Esports map pick. We already saw how they decimated Shooting Monkeys on their own map pick, which was Mirage. So I can only imagine the kind of destruction that Entity will reap onto these poor kids once we go live on their map pick, which is Inferno. We've already seen how potent their T side is on Inferno against their matchup against Risky, where they managed to take off 11 rounds from that team. And that team is by far a cut above the rest. They're a tier above the rest of the Indian esports right now. And managing to get 11 rounds off of them was definitely something to be proud of, something that even Blair was surprised by. The level of consistency and the level of team play that came out from Entity Esports on their T-side executes was nothing short of absolutely sublime. So what are your thoughts going on in the second?
So I think both of us can agree. What you discussed, even just as map 1 rather came to a close, was that Shooting Monkeys, they seemed way off in the first map. They pretty much got completely outplayed by Entity in their own map pick, and moving into this, things are only gonna get much more difficult here. And Shooting Monkeys, they need to step up their game tenfolds to even stand a chance going up against Entity. Knife round is live, and Team Kill coming in. Revolt Beast revolting against
his own teammates there, and Entity take the knife round, and they decide to start with the CT side. I don't know, their CT side is a bit lackluster, but then, I mean, they're definitely a much more organized unit at the moment than Shooting Monkeys. So, let's see what kind of plays we see from them. I'm really excited, to be honest. Like Entity Esports, it's a treat to watch them play and actually show off their stuff, their skills, their raw aim in these matches.
And I don't even think they have shown quite a lot of depth in play. They haven't been required to show it, rather, is the words that I am looking for. It's pretty much been X-Cali going around, taking heads off, winning them round after round, and moving in. He's going to be a very big threat to Shooting Monkeys here. And like you mentioned, the knife round did come to a close. Entity starting off on the CT side here. They're going to go with 5 sets of armor, no kit, and similar reply coming in here. 4 sets of armor for Shooting Monkeys. Aggression coming in from X-Cali. He spotted out 3 players here.
Oh, and gets instantly traded though.
He shouldn't have been even allowed to get that first kill there. The player who did finally manage to get the kill there was stationed there for that exact same aggression coming in from the CTs. He walks away with a kill regardless, and with a bundle of information as well.
And that has caused the rotate. There's 3 players from Entity over by the A-bomb side, and all 4 players from Shooting Monkeys are just bunched up in this narrow hallway. They need to be careful. They can just get picked apart one by one as they drop down. There's 2 players, one by pit, one by the site, watching for this play. And there we go, Ace just tapping away. And look at that, Sai and Ace just team up. And the heads go rolling in, essentially. Sai with the 3K, X-Cali and Ace with the killer piece. And that's all she wrote for Shooting Monkeys in that pistol round. Jesus.
Nightmare on balcony there on the A-bomb site, as we see corpses come rolling in one after the other. Entity, perfect pistol round. Shooting Monkeys, I'm guessing they should have gone in for that rotate, played it a little more passive, looked for at least 1 or 2 pickoffs. Yeah, because Entity had all the information there from X-Cali that it was going to be an imminent A hit. Shooting Monkeys, probably the wrong decision going in. But as I say that, there are 2 players playing up aggressive at Banana, but A-Star is just going to stand his ground here. 3 down, 4 down, 5 down.
Wow, A-Star. Jesus, he just mowed them down as they came in, one after the other. Okay then, A-Star, he's feeling it.
Yep, and just look at the money on A-Star there. $1,800. Wait, what did he buy up? Okay, he did buy up the M4 and the kit and full set of utilities back. So, talk about farming up money on an OOMP. It was 3 kills with you, 2 with the USP, and Ace is gonna start things off here. Side chips in as well. Marcalones takes a fall. Excali aggression up at Banana. He says, no, I want to put some kills on the board as well. Enough of your kills, A-Star. He does manage to drop Cerebro there. Forsaken, last man alive.
Oh, finally, time back into the server. I don't know what happened there. Maybe his mouse came off.
Yeah,
maybe
I think he was just contemplating so as to what just happened in the previous round there, as they got 2 kills in Banana. That is pretty much signs of, yeah, it is time to head up into the B-bomb side, but little did they account for A-Star there as well. Just surprise.
Just mowed them down as they walked in.
Yeah, that was pretty much standard lawnmower right there on your garden. Beautiful to watch as Entity. 3 rounds on the board. The buy is going to come in for Shooting Monkeys. 5 sets of AKs. Sai has gone in for that AWP and he's going to be peeking up aggressive here. No peeks coming in just yet for Shooting Monkeys. Rightfully so, playing it passive. They know for a fact. And oh, he did see the Tracer there. Knows there are players up at second mid. Takes up a much more passive position here. Spy. No, he's not going to be picking that anytime soon. Excali is playing up aggressive up at Banana here. Flash coming in. They are going to make their way towards short to A here for the moment. They're going to stand their ground there. Right to Ace is in a very good position to stop this push, but he does have only a UMP to work with. Player playing off Graveyard as well here. First kill goes to Entity here, and the crossfire is just too strong. They spot out Ruby coming down Graveyard as well. Excali chips in, has rotated back into an aggressive play there up at long 2A, and last man alive, Forsaken. 10 points of health. Entity, 4th round in the bag.
Yeah, I mean, now finally Forsaken and Marklon can get a taste of their own medicine. This is how they treat us when they meet us in pugs. No respect, rush down, just kill everybody in, mow us down. So I'm glad they know how it feels like to be on the receiving end of such a battering.
They got pretty much funneled into short to A there, not aggressing further, and Entity just picked their poison there. Peak after peak coming in from multiple players. Started off with Ace, Ribby, Excali, all of them chipped in, and Forsaken, 15 seconds remaining on the clock. I don't see him walking away with this rifle, and Ribby says nope, siree. Entity 4th round on the board. They just seem to have continued riding their momentum from their previous match.
I mean, Inferno is their map pick.
Yeah.
And I'd be surprised if they manage to drop 4 rounds on this map. It's just unlikely. They're just too good on this. Like I said, they managed to take Risky to overtime. So, and I'm pretty sure Risky is a much better team than Shooting Monkeys.
And A-Star leading things off with a nade. Damage onto Marcalones as well as Revolt. Sai with the AWP, and that might just very well be bad news for Shooting Monkeys if they do come peeking around the corner here.
Yeah.
We do see a nade coming in. No damage on the Sai. Well, a split only he managed to miss it, but yeah, A-Star and Sai in position, and you can just see Forsaken just dart back here. Is he going to check this corner? A-Star! Yes, he does. P250 out, takes his head off clean. Entity 5th round, and pretty much it's just been standard play. They just go walking up and mowing down Shooting Monkeys. Shooting Monkeys, their utility usage in the last couple of rounds has been not up to par.
They haven't had much utility to work with, to be frank, and more importantly, the Entity are just, in a league of their own right now. They're just completely at home. This is just a stomp. This is the very definition of a pub stomp going on right now. And if I were Shooting Monkeys, I wouldn't get too disheartened from this performance and the outcome of this game. I just like to take away from this game what they're doing wrong, and which is team play. Look at this. Excali getting flashed out there by his teammate, which was A-Star playing the B-bomb side with him. There we go. Ribby landing the shot on a Spy as well. A 2-man advantage. The rest of the 3 are stuck by bottom Banana and top of Banana respectively. And look at this. Even though they're 2-man to the good, Entity are not playing callous Counter-Strike. They get the two-man advantage and they fall back. They know that they have to hit a site eventually, and they have very good positionings by each bomb site. A long looks a bit empty over by arches.
Yeah.
They could wrap around, take mid to left and wrap around the U-bend, but they're all set up. Finally, Sai does get an inkling that, yeah, okay, our archers is a bit too exposed. I'm going to go play over by that side. Takes a fairly aggressive stance there. Needs to be careful, but Sai wielding up like Mjolnir, laying down the laws of justice and everything, all that's good. Takes Revolt Beast's head clean off. Doesn't stop there. Pops right out of smoke, but unable to make his retreat. Does drop the AWP, but at this point, it's 4v1. Yet again, Forsaken left all alone to try and salvage something from this round. And we already see Scally pushing up Banana. Does get his head blown off. So needs to be careful. They shouldn't be walking into Forsaken's crosshair one by one. If there's one thing that they're good at, is aiming. And Forsaken gonna try to get the bomb down in the smoke, but that's gonna be denied. A-Star attempting the quickly and does manage to land the shot onto the last remaining player, that is Forsaken. Fairly straightforward, 6 rounds to 0 for Entity Esports right now. And look at that, Sai on 10 kills, A-Star on 9. And Cerebro and Spy are both vying for that coveted spot for Her Majesty's Secret Service on the precipice of becoming 007 James Bond.
Yep. Both of them fighting neck and neck for that coveted position there, but in all seriousness, it's pretty much been one-way traffic here. Entity all the way around, and 3-player aggression coming in towards Banana here. Sai is going to lead off with the UMP here, and Shooting Monkeys, they have bought into this round. They do have 4 AKs and a Galil at the expense of limited utility, and Sai takes a lot of damage, but Excali manages to drop Mark alone as there. Yet again, man advantage to Entity, and some of these players are even having problems getting out of Respawn at the moment, man.
This is painful to watch, to be very honest.
It's just clinical play.
Yeah.
They're just straight up bullying Shooting Monkeys at this moment, as no utility whatsoever is going to limit where they can go. Aim is on point from Entity as well. They've shown that they are more than happy to play multiple aggressive positions across the map, and looks like they're finally going to make their way towards Banana. There's a Molotov, but Revolt is going to try and take the peak regardless there. Excali drops him down to 7 points of health. There is still 4 players alive on Shooting Monkeys. This just shows how comfortable Entity are on this map. 4 players alive on the P side. They're still gonna go ahead and play up these aggressive positions. Flash, smokes come in. Excali does get the better of Spider, spots multiple CTs. Smoke comes in towards Foil, but there's A-Star just spamming down the entirety of Shooting Monkeys. Excali chips in with the final frag as well.
Oh, and Spy is the one who gets into Her Majesty's Secret Service. 007 James Bond is in the house. Cerebro managing to just avoid it by getting that single kill.
Da-dun, da-da, da-da-da.
Yep.
And 7-0. Entity. They're going to get rid of that UMP. They're going to buy back with 5 rifles and a pistol buy coming in for Shooting Monkeys. Looks like they want to go up again aggressively towards Banana. This man have just been coming here and getting mowed down by A-Star, Excali.
Yo, that nade from Excali was literally a nuclear warhead being dropped on the entire team of Shooting Monkeys. I think it landed on everybody's lap, and there we go. Sai executing AK Cerebro, gangland style, shot in the back of the head as he made his way up Banana.
Yeah. If the match goes the way it is right now, this match might end faster than the break we had in between Entity Esports. They pretty much cruise. They were in cruise control on Mirage, and immediately switching up the gears here in Inferno. A league of their own. Shooting Monkeys. What do you think is running through their mind right now? What possibly can they do here to fix things?
Start playing as a team. I mean, they need defaults. They have no defaults. This is extremely telling of a team that is just primarily a pug team. Shooting Monkeys have no defaults. you have a minute and 50 seconds or 55 seconds to work with in a round of Counter-Strike. And what they're doing is just getting bunched up, getting no map control and just rushing certain spots. Set up a default. Like right now, that they're spread out. This is better. This is much better coming out from Shooting Monkeys right now. They're spread out a little bit. They have some map control. They need 2 people here by Banana, 2 people by Altmate, and 1 person maybe in T-Apps, making his way slowly, and then the people in Altmate could converge into apps and then try and making their way up either through apartments and make some noise, get a few picks, then fall back to B. There's so much time to play with, and they're just giving so much map control. Look at how bunched up the Ts are and how advanced the CTs are. All that banana control is gone, all that map control is gone. They're just all funneled into mid right now. This could work out for them. They could overwhelm the CT defense, but so far it's not been working out. So I don't know what's in their mind. They're making their way from A shot, and there we go. Ace chucking an 8, but and Ribby just solid as a rock on that A bomb side. Finally goes down to Spy, but Sai takes down Forsaken in the meantime. Getting shot in the side of the head by Ace. Gets 2 kills there. Onto Cerebro and Spy.
Yeah, there's...
I mean, to be honest, Excali and A-Star's kills right now, both of them are quite padded because they've hit the B bomb side over and over again. And they've just been playing Banana and just mowing everyone down as they peek out. Literally, I don't think Ribby and Ace saw players for the last 2 rounds. The only kills they got were them pushing mid and frag hunting, literally. Which would get them in trouble against more organized and better teams. But they know that they can do it. They have the luxury to do it. And there you go. Sai is going to land another kill. Oh, misses the shot. That's unfortunate. And that nade and that Molotov. Look at that damage, that utility damage inflicted by Entity Esports. Just at the beginning of the round, everyone's just internally hemorrhaging all of a sudden with a minute and 33 left on the clock. This is... they need to change things up. Need to change things up fast.
I really don't know what more they can do. Ooh, a very nice shoulder peek coming in. Draws the shot from Sai. And they know exactly where he's going to be playing from. Smoke comes in towards mid, but there are still 4 players playing up at Banana here. A-Star is going to be boosted up into Flower Bed. Tongue twister right there. Excali up at Coils. They have a very good crossfire setup going, and Shooting Monkeys, they're going to have 1 smoke which they're going to use up towards Coils, and Excali is just going to move into a much better angle, and that smoke just leaves so much to be wanted there as Excali, 2 quick kills, finally does get dealt up with by Forsaken, but 2 players dangerously low. Bomb plant does go in, but A-Star immediately executes Cerebro. Forsaken as well as Spy do make things a little interesting here. 2v1 still doable for Forsaken. It's going to be playing up very aggressive up here.
Oh, nice shot.
Does get that kill onto right to Ace from Construction. 1v1. Ribby does have 1 flash available, but he's just going to go ahead, spray down Forsaken. He knew exactly where he was playing from, and the defuse is going to come in Entity double digits, 10-0. The closest Shooting Monkeys have gotten to winning a round here in map 2, but unfortunately the clutch situation doesn't go their way. Ay. Shooting Monkeys. 5 AKs back on the board, but at this moment weaponry as well as utility just pretty much seems secondary here.
I like how chat's calling Forsaken a baiter, but it's clear that they don't understand the simple basics of a trade game. It's not baiting if you can get the kill that follows, and that's what Forsaken did. Yes, his teammates did die, but he was instantly there for the trade. Oh, and Ace burning Spy alive. And there we go. Sai rattling off a few shots in the smoke. And all of a sudden, Revolt Beast and Forsaken are 5 and 1 HP. And Revolt Beast still managing to get the kill onto Sai. Down to a 2v3, but 2 players are left absolutely like demolished of all HP. They're devoid of any and all health. They're on the precipice of death right now.
Yeah, that is 6 points of health between Revolt Beast as well as Forsaken and Excali as well as A-Star. They're going to come in for this retake here. A wall of smokes go in, but there is 1 player hiding in the smoke. That is Cerebro. A-Star manages to come into the corner here. Cerebro goes 1, but A-Star does get tagged all the way down to 39 points of health. 1v2, both the hemorrhaging players left all alone here. A-Star is just gonna get burnt to a crisp there by that
There we
Molotov.
go. Rip dream. Rip the 16-0 dream. At least, I mean, Shooting Monkeys can walk away from this with their heads held high, saying that we at least didn't get 16-0'd. Which not that many pug teams can stake a claim to be very honest.
And Entity, yeah, we saw the money on their bank. They can lose even this round and go ahead and buy into the next one, and probably even the one after. Shooting Monkeys, they're going to be back on 5 AKs. Despite winning the round with 2 rifles, the utility is still going to be very limited. Nades for ages, and A-Star gets one, but unconventional that he didn't manage to land that spray down there on the second player. Spy does get that frag there, man advantage for the team. Looks like they are not going to commit into the bomb site just yet. They're going to fall back. Cerebro checking the corners. They're going to line up yet another smoke. Smoke goes down towards CT. Xtally playing off dark. Gets caught by Cerebro there. Ruby is going to get smoked off here. And does look like Shooting Monkeys. They've got some resemblance of momentum going their way here as...
I mean, they might just put 2 rounds on the board after this.
Yeah, this should technically be around the second round going their way. Despite 2 players yet again dangerously low, but the crossfire setup alone should be enough to overwhelm this 2 CTs. And as I say that, Ruby gets 1 kill but only 7 points of health. Spy with the 2 kill with the AWP from Banana. It's going to close out the second round there for Shooting Monkeys, 10 and 2.
And I mean, the money is built up on Entity, so they'll be easily able to buy into this round. But they need to be careful. They need to be less cavalier.
Yeah.
Clearly, they need to show a little more respect to Shooting Monkeys. In fact, I'm surprised, right? A team like Bandits got more rounds off of Entity on Inferno than Shooting Monkeys. And Bandits, by far a team of much lower skilled individual players, but they seem to be working much better as a unit than Shooting Monkeys are right now.
And these last 2 rounds pretty much came down to Shooting Monkeys just punishing Entity players for missing on those spray downs. They were there, they traded it off, got man advantage, got the bomb plant, and played good post-bomb plant positions despite being at a health inferiority. And Ruby speaks around the corner from the smoke. Sight, he's gonna hit that all day, all night.
Oh god, this is just brutal. Back again. Entity let their foot off the throttle for 2 rounds, and then they're like, okay, time to play serious Counter-Strike again.
Yeah. They're like, no, boys, we're not letting any more rounds slip away from us. 11-2 is the score. And Shooting Monkeys, they're going to be pondering. Okay, we got 2 rounds on the board. We fixed up a couple of things, but we again get dumpstered on the next round. So... they're gonna go in with a very, very quasi buy.
Oh no. They're gonna get pincered so quickly into this round, but okay. Revolt Beast doing a lot of damage onto Forsaken, it seems, very early on. And now all of a sudden Mark is all alone. Ribby finding the final kill. There's very little strats coming out. It's just the T is rushing up Banana, the CT is rushing up mid, and then there's just a cluster.
That is just 20 seconds.
Banana. Yeah.
20 seconds of CS round right there.
It's just carnage. And Sai again showing us why he's the best player in the world. I just like to trigger Sid Joshi, who's in chat right now. Every time I see his name pop up, I just want to say it.
That being said, though, Sai, he has been hitting some really good shots.
Yeah.
This game.
I mean, as I said, Sai is the best player in the country, Sid.
And this time he's going to play up aggressive up at apartments. Ribby is the one who's going to greet the keys here in mid, right to ace, 2 kills, and make that 3 with the Molotov kill onto Forsaken as well. Spike, just a CZ. Gets 1 kill.
Who gets?
Gets 2.
And the third, no, he's unable to land the third.
Yeah, they just wanted to give that kill to right to ace by the looks of things. He's gonna get the defuse as well. And that Molotov is gonna kill. end of the first half. 13-2 Entity. They're all but poised to push Shooting Monkeys into the lower bracket and move on in the upper bracket themselves.
I mean, Entity should see it through all the way to the finals without dropping a single map, in my opinion, because let's be honest, they're a great team. They work well together, they boot camp regularly, they play together, they live in a gaming house.
Who do you think will be a true test to Entity here in the Cobx CSGO Championship?
No one. Maybe D2D, but D2D is knocked out, so no one.
I think there's Wolves.
No one.
Still there. No.
I mean, the only team that can actually test Entity is D2D, to be very honest, and they've been knocked out. In the meantime, A-Star gets the kill onto Sai, but then gets immediately traded. Ribby, in the meantime, does find the kill onto Revolt Beast, and Ribby's just jumping up. Sai and Ribby just go jumping around onto the A-bomb site. Markalone all alone, gets his head clean taken off by X-Cali. And yeah.
He had his moment. He had that window there to get those 2 kills.
Yeah.
Taps away, misses on 3 shots, and that pretty much seals the deal. Cerebro still trying to put up a fight here. Finally does get executed by X-Cali. And off with your head. Forsaken. Entity pick up the pistol. 14-2. 2 rounds away now from pretty much the inevitable result.
Oh look, BenQ's in the house. Nice. Like, there's so little going on in the game, and rather just read chat at the moment.
And yeah, Force by coming in for Shooting Monkeys. Yeah, no reason to save up for overtime play at the moment. Right to Ace, however, has invested into a Max 10, so might be in for a surprise when he walks into armored players.
No, I mean, it's okay, right? Ace is going for is the scout. He's the fact finder. He's going to walk into a bomb site and see if it's stacked, and then that's going to tell his teammates, okay, cool, there's 3 players armor pistoled over by the B bomb site, let's just go A. And if he gets like a couple of kills, it's more than enough. That's a return on his investment, and there we go, does get a couple of kills. Oh no, X-Cali helped him out with the second kill there. But work's done.
Yeah, work's done. Even if he loses the weapon, it's not going to be of much use versus the armored players on Entity as well. So.
And the thing is, right now, it doesn't even look like Entity is interested in getting the bomb down. They've just left it by Altmate, all by its lonesome. And they've already spotted out Forsaken, who gets a nice headshot onto Ribby.
Yeah, one thing going the way of Shooting Monkeys, though, Forsaken has proven his mettle with the Deagle in Mirage, and now again in Inferno. On point.
There we go, bomb making its way over to the B bomb site. Sai creeping up like a stalker with the knife out.
He's gonna bait Forsaken to come out of second mid.
He's just walking so creepily.
Bomb down. Match point coming up for Entity real soon. I don't even see Forsaken trying to go in for what looks like an impossible retake at the moment. No kit as well. It's just gonna save up the Deagle and armor for the last round coming up.
Most likely will be allowed to save, because I don't think Entity at this point want to rub salt in their wounds.
Yeah.
And
right to Ace. What you doing, mate?
Scouting mission, and does get taken down by Forsaken. He's just gonna pad his stats a little bit more. Rattles off a few shots.
Flare out, but yeah, unfortunate.
Unfortunate. Does get taken out in the end there. Yeah, 15 rounds to 2. Entity Esports, this looks like it's gonna be GG.
Yeah, looks like the writing's already on the wall.
Yeah.
They're gonna force up regardless here, Shooting Monkeys. They're gonna go with 3 Deagles and out onto Cerebro. Spy with the CZ. Very limited utility. And let's see what kind of a play does the Entity go for here. Are they gonna go in for a slow play, or for the moment, just a Molotov coming in and some players just running over the Molotov. They're Forsaken 5 points of health.
Why? Sai opening things up with the kill onto Revolt Beast. Sai just charging up mid. And now the CT is finally rotating over to the A-bomb side. Cerebro's going to walk back. A-Star does manage to take him down though. And Ace also goes down in the meantime. X-Cali tapping away, gets into a spray battle. Wins it. Sai in the meantime does get the kill onto Cerebro. Forsaken is left alone at 5 HP. Spy on full HP. Excali is really low, and Forsaken's internally hemorrhaging at 5 HP as well. Oh, and Spy goes down. Ribby, AK-47 to the face, and it's all down to Forsaken to see if he can get the third round on the board for Shooting Monkeys. It looks like an extreme. It's a Herculean task, which I don't see him pulling off. Might be able to get the kill onto Excali, but I think that's all she wrote for Shooting Monkeys in this game. It should be 16-2 to Entity, easy peasy, no problem.
But how fitting though that the last chance comes in for Forsaken with that deagle.
I mean, he's been a god with the deagle. Let's be honest. Credit where credit's due. The game is fantastic. And there we go. Excali executing Forsaken from behind. 16-2 to Entity Esports. And that's all she wrote for Shooting Monkeys.
Yeah, they gave it a fair shot on Mirage, but they ended up way too short. It was 16-4. Moving into Inferno, we knew the prowess of Entity on that map, and 16-2, they just shoved Shooting Monkeys aside and marched on in the upper bracket of the Cobx CSGO Championship.
I mean, I won't say I'm surprised. We both predicted a 2-0 win to Entity, but what did surprise me is the way that they got to 2-0. They just blew Shooting Monkeys off the server. I was expecting that, since they're such an accomplished pug team, with each individual player functioning at a very high level, having great individual game sense and aim, that they'd manage to put up a bit more of a fight. But at the end of the day, it is Counter-Strike. It's a team sport. And that's what Entity showed us, that as a team, they are way, way superior than Shooting Monkeys, even though individually their skills might be matched.
Yeah, they were leagues apart today.
Yeah.
There's no questions right there. And convincing winners, rightly so here. And should be back tomorrow at 3 p.m. It's going to be a cracker of a match. It is Team Wolf that'll be going up against Semper X.
Yeah.
Some big names again in the Indian CSGO scene going up against each other.
It's going to be essentially Manan versus Mithil.
Yeah.
And I'm really interested to see that, because these two guys have been playing with each other for the longest of times. And I'm really, really interested to see how they fare facing off against one another. Anyway, guys, that's all from our side for today. It was a very quick game. Entity just steamrolling Shooting Monkeys off the server. 2-0, 16-4 was the first map, which was Mirage, and 16-2 was the second map, that was Inferno. Never got to play on Overpass, never needed to. Anyway, see you all next time, which is tomorrow at 3 p.m. sharp. Do join us for more Counter-Strike goodness. Until then, see you guys.
See you guys.